Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. I am, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name is Casey.
And for your viewing pleasure, we will be presenting episode 33. 33.
Made it to 33.
Of the Bangcast. Made it to 33. Yes, we did. And we're going to make it to 34. We're going to make it to 35. And we're going to make it to even further.
I can't wait till 133. That's going to be the best podcast we've ever done.
We might just record ourselves throwing a party at that point in time.
133.
Let us know down in the comments below if this is something you want to see.
That's the magic number.
That's the magic number. 133. Let me write that down. Hold on. I'm actually going to write something down.
All right. You're going to lose that page anyways.
Probably.
About 2 hours.
Anyway, okay. So this week, obviously, we're going to talk about the House of Representatives in their infinite, dumbassery is, I don't know any other way to put it.
Isn't House of Representatives kind of like an oxymoron? Like,
well,
who are they representing?
Well, supposedly they're representing the people. However, I don't know. I question that at times.
Yeah.
I kind of think they more or less represent, larger interest, we'll say.
The Corporation of Representatives? Is that what they are?
Corporate interest is probably a good way to put it.
The Corporations of Representatives.
No, the representatives.
The representatives.
The House of Representatives of the corporations.
They're just going to change the name to the Representatives of Corporations.
They're going to change the name of one of the houses of legislature.
Yes. To Representatives of Corporations.
Oh, we got some tongue twisters going on here this
Yes.
week. Jesus Christ. Woo! Anything else you want to throw out there?
I'm trying to think of a new name for the Senate, but I'll have to come up with one later. Maybe I'll think of one here in a little bit.
No. I assume the Senate is still going to, would remain the Senate because maybe actually more sane minds will prevail in that particular side of the, of the legislative branch, we will say.
I think it's because it's more the Senate is more representative of the land overall as compared to the
versus the population
centers.
Yeah, that's actually a fair assessment because every state 2 senators.
Correct.
So it doesn't matter how you. Obviously, what California has the largest population. They have the most members in the House of Representatives.
I don't know if does California have a larger population than New York or Chicago?
Well, no, I'm talking about the state.
Right, the state in itself.
Yeah, that's how it's done. It's broke down by state.
Yeah. I know that, but I know that. I thought that. I'll be honest. I thought New York had more people in it than California.
I mean, the city does. The city of New York has more people than the city of LA.
Okay.
That's probably what you were thinking.
There is more cities in California too. You got San Diego, you got San Francisco. I'm sure there's others.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same point, overall as a state, though, larger population,
right,
than any other state.
Okay.
So anyway,
you think that's going? You think that's going up, or you think that's going down because of? Because you have people fleeing the state because of how horribly it's being run. But you also have an influx of illegal immigration, which does count on a census. For the amount of population that lives there.
I mean, at the same point in time, though, they're not citizens.
That's true. They're not citizens, but on a census, it doesn't matter. And the census determines how many representatives a place gets, which is why the Democrats are allowing illegal immigrants to flood their cities so that they can inflate the numbers on the amount of population they have in a democratically held area.
Mm. There you go. You heard it here first. Cooking the books.
Yeah, I thought everybody knew that.
No, I'm pretty sure most people do.
Yeah.
But still, they are not citizens and they cannot vote. So,
Right.
doesn't matter.
Well, they can in California. I think they changed the law there.
Oh, jeez. Are you serious?
Yes.
God. Why do we even call ourselves Americans anymore? We live in in America, obviously, but I mean, guess what? If you don't have to be an American, apparently, to vote.
It seems like being a citizen in this country doesn't make you any more different than anybody else.
I don't know. That's frustrating. I'm going to have to look more into that before I make any further comments, we'll say.
Right.
But anyway, what we were really going to talk about, the House of Representatives. Yesterday. Just yesterday.
The representatives of corporations.
The representative corporations, sure. They passed a bill. Now, I will go ahead and say, I think there is zero chance that this makes it through the Senate. So it will never see the president's desk, and God, I fucking hope so.
I am certainly hopeful that it does not go to the president's desk either, because he's going to sign it. There's no ifs
he
or
would
doubts.
150% sign it, and we'll get into why here in a second. But as far as this particular bill, it is a ban on assault-style weapons. It passed 217 to 213. Now, obviously, it was kind of a narrow vote.
Right.
Let's be honest. And on top of it, I think the numbers I heard was 5 Democrats voted no on this particular thing, and 2 Republicans voted yes.
I would like to know who those 2 Republicans
I know one was from Pennsylvania. I don't know the gentleman's name.
All right.
But the other one, not sure. So, and what does that mean? The language in the particular bill is any semi-automatic style weapon.
That is every single weapon.
And everything, that is, magazines, all this kind of stuff. Now, I had this thought. I was like, would a revolver, I would think a revolver would technically be a semi-automatic weapon.
I don't know if it's classified.
But yeah, I didn't know if it was classified. So if you have an answer to that question, let us know down there.
I'll tell you, it's way better to commit a crime with a revolver than it is with a semi-automatic
Don't
pistol.
leave showcase it.
Yes.
Not criminal advice. Don't commit crime.
Hey, I'm just stating facts.
Facts. There you go. You heard it here first. But yeah. Anyway, so first of all, I think that this is probably the most moronic thing that I have heard in quite a while that actually passed. Sure, they talk about stuff like this all the time, but nothing ever passes.
They don't know. They don't. First of all, I think they're doing what they want to do anyways, and they want to ban guns from the hands of all Americans.
Yes.
That is what they really want.
That's the end game.
That is, frankly...
That way they can run rampant
and do
whatever the fuck they want.
That is frankly impossible, because anybody that comes to my door trying to take my firearm is, in my opinion, just as guilty as breaking the Constitution and becoming a traitor to the United States of America, and deserves treatment as such.
I wonder, if they... let's go down an exploratory path. Let's just say that they do pass a law. And actually, I believe that they would, realistically have to ratify the Constitution in order to ban firearms.
Right. Okay, let me go this far. I think that even if it does pass in...
Which, at that point in time, you would need 66% of legislation and 75% of the states to actually ratify it.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I'm going to go back a little
obviously, it's never going to happen. But let's just say...
I'm going to go back a little bit, and it passed the House. If it passes the Senate and the president signs the bill, there's still going to be lawsuits
Oh
filed
yeah,
in
it'll
the,
get shot down in the
yeah,
Supreme Court.
The
Like,
Supreme
it's-
Court, it's not gonna hold up anyways. So basically, they're only wasting the time and the money of the American people by
taxpayers.
doing this.
Right, very true. I understand that. I mean, the question is at that point in time, okay, let's say that, it does get signed off by the president. Do they even waste their time going through the lower courts as the usual process to get up to the Supreme Court, or do they just, appeal to the Supreme Court and be like, come on, really?
Right.
I don't know if that's even, possible. I
don't know.
I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. I would actually almost venture to think that that it kind of would. That almost seems like something that should instantly go to the Supreme Court.
Oh, it 100% will. There's going to be courts that just toss it straight to the Supreme Court just because they know what the outcome's going to be anyways.
Well, I mean, they're going to rule on it, and then it'll get appealed. But I mean, that's years and years and years and years of process.
Right, but they can't. The law is not in effect because it has to go. It has.
Well, no, the
You have to have the
law
lawsuit.
would be in effect.
You
That's
think
the
so?
problem. Yeah, the law would be in effect. But the question is, what happens?
Right.
I mean, at the same point in time, though, that is like an instant violation of the Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America.
Correct.
So I would have to, hope and pray that any enforcement official on this would just be like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think they enjoy their lives to some extent, and they would prefer not to attempt to enforce some such law.
Okay, fair enough.